Department of Justice did here. And they're like, well, we had the documents in front of you. Why didn't you read them? Because they were fighting and screaming at each other for an hour, and then they were briefed for another hour, and there was no highlighting, as I have been told, of that these were the requested documents. Oh, we'll give them to you next week, in the middle of the summit. Well, that's an attempt to bury the information. And that's exactly what I've been... that's been my point all week. Everything that I said and predicted, except for the IG report, is now happening as it relates to the documents. I mean, Peter, I got to tell you something. And this is where, I go back to what I was just talking to Jeff about, who called in, and the fact that the media is so stupid, they're so colossally stupid, that they didn't get the reference I was making to Hillary. He might have been trying to be sarcastic, but we're not sure. Was he advising people to smash their cell phones and destroy evidence? I mean, the point that would so outrage them, but not about Hillary that did it. It's an incredible double standard. And, I'll be honest, I didn't spend a lot of time thinking about the point. I was just trying to be a little glib. And, but certainly we struck a nerve, and I couldn't be happier we did. It makes my point. Anyway.
You know what? I'd love to just beat one of those people that are called in to have their phone looked at, just to hand it to them with no SIM card, Sean, all crushed up.
No, yeah, in little itsy-bitsy pieces. And you know what they would do? They'd probably handcuff you on the spot.
Well, it's the same as that gentleman that was taking pictures to show his mom on an old nuke sub, okay, that now he's taking out a lawsuit, I guess, against, the powers to be, and he has every bloody right to.
Absolutely. All right, 800-941-SEAN is a toll-free telephone number. You want to be a part of the program. All right, my buddy Joe in Ellijay. I've known Joe for 20 years. Joe, what's going on, my friend?
Sean, great talking to you. I just want to say that the book by Donald Trump called Trump's America is the best book I've ever read, and you promoted. And I think if we can get the American people to read this book, it's just incredible. And I tell you what, I'm excited about the midterms. I think you're the best friend of Donald Trump. I think we're going to maintain control of the House and Senate. I think Trump's going to win with the biggest margin in history. And I tell you, though, with this book by Newt Gingrich, I know he's your good friend, called Trump's America, is one of the best books I've ever read. It tells about how we need to maintain our sovereignty and protect American interests, and it is just incredible. And I think this book will help the Republicans not only maintain control of both the House and Senate, but increase their majority in both bodies. So I'm very excited about that. And, of course, I think this will lead to Donald Trump being reelected by the biggest margin in history. So I am really fired up, Sean. And, Sean, you are the best friend by far of Donald Trump. And when he's reelected in 2020, he owes you a great debt of gratitude, and so do all the Republican members of the House and Senate. But this book by Gingrich, I know he's a great friend of yours, it is really super. It tells that we need to protect our sovereignty, put the taxpayers first, and it tells about how the media, the left-wing media, is totally against Trump, but how he's taking them on, which is he's the only president that's ever really taken on the media, and so I admire him tremendously for that. But I think he's the best president in world history. But I think this book by Newt will really do more to energize the Republican base and even a lot of independents than anything that's been written in the last 25 or 30 years. So, boy, I'm fired up. I'm energized. And, Sean, thank you for all you do. You're the best friend of the American taxpayers. And I want to urge everybody again to go get this great book by Newt Gingrich called Trump's America. Fantastic book. And, Sean, you keep up the great work. You're the best friend of the American taxpayers and the best friend of John Trump. Thank you very much.
All right, Joe and Ellijay. I've known Joe, since all my Atlanta years. About 22 years ago. And, yeah, Newt's book is amazing. You can get it on Amazon.com, Hannity.com, bookstores everywhere, and guaranteed bestseller. It is great. It really defines the Trump success story. All right, so the FBI released a report citing internet crime complaints with losses over $1.4 billion. You need to protect your name, your reputation, your bank account, your retirement account. You don't want people taking out credit cards or loans in your name either. Now, this is a real problem for every American. 1 in 4 Americans now are impacted by this type of identity theft. So many threats in today's digital world, but thank goodness we now have LifeLock identity theft protection with the added power of Norton Security. And LifeLock uses proprietary technology, protects against identity theft. And, for example, like yours or sale on the dark web, Norton helps protect against online threats like ransomware. And if you have a problem, they'll fix it for you, right? So the all-new LifeLock with Norton Security uncovers threats you might otherwise miss. You can join today, get 10% off the first year, and that means with a low price starting at $7.99 a month plus applicable taxes. You do not want the pain associated with identity theft. LifeLock.com, promo code Hannity. Quick break, right back, we'll continue.
The radio show the mainstream media loves to hate. This is the Sean Hannity Show.
Hey guys, unfortunately, almost half you men out there over 40 need to listen up. Now we know this is uncomfortable to talk about, but it's common and not weird, and there's something you can do about it. ED, not being able to perform your best. Now, thanks to science, it can be optional. 4hims.com is a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men. Hims connects you with real doctors and medical-grade solutions to treat ED. Prescription solutions backed by science. One ED pill starting with a V just came off patent on December 11th. And that's a game changer. Being your best means performing your best. And now you can do it no waiting room, no trip to the pharmacy, just a simple online medical consultation and direct ship it to your door. Try Hims for a month today for just $5. We'll get you started for just $5 while supplies last. See website for full details. This would cost hundreds if you went to the doctor or pharmacy. So go to 4hims.com/big. That's FORHIMS.com/big. 4hims.com/big.
From the Fox Business Network, American household net worth topping $100 trillion for the first time ever during the first 3 months of the year. A big boost in home values helping offset some declines in stock portfolios. Meantime, if you're looking to buy that dream house, you might want to act fast. According to real estate website Trulia, homes sold in April stayed on the market for 64 days. Now, that's the fastest turnaround since the housing crash more than a decade ago. And you're going to need some more bucks to buy coffee at Starbucks. It's raising the price of a regular cup of coffee by 10 to 20 cents in most U.S. stores. Prices staying the same for its specialty drinks, at least for now. And how about this for a hang-up? According to a new report from tracking service UMail, Americans were bombarded with more than 4 billion robocalls last month, the most ever. That's up more than 50% from the same time last year. With the Fox Business Report, I'm David Asman.
Honey?
Here.
Oh, you painted the ceiling.
Yep.
Blue,
Feels so much less cooped up, right?
I guess. What's the yellow paint for?
Well,
The floor needs a double line, otherwise it's chaos. Will you hand me that yield sign? It's hard to be without your bike. So do something easy and protect it with Progressive Motorcycle Insurance. With basic policies as low as $75 a year, you'll be back on the road in no time. Visit Progressive.com to quote today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Annual premium for basic liability policy not.
First Bank of Dalton would like to congratulate all area 2018 high school and college graduates. As you begin a new chapter, you can count on First Bank to be here for your financial needs. With mobile and online banking, credit cards, InstaPay, and access to ATMs nationwide, First Bank of Dalton has the products and services to fit your unique needs. Stop by a branch or visit our website at myfirstbank.com to learn more. First Bank of Dalton, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Alzheimer's and dementia are two of the fastest growing medical challenges facing seniors today. If you have a loved one in need of memory care, there's a new state-of-the-art senior living home nearby, Tranquility of Dolphin. With dedicated memory care accommodations to provide quality, loving care to your parent or loved one, come live among friends at Tranquility of Dolphin, Northwest Georgia's choice for senior living. Executive Director Teresa Carter and staff invite you to learn more at tranquilityofdolphin.com.
Hi, I'm Johnny Erickson Tata, and recently I saw an exhibit about the 60s. There were flower power shirts, peace symbols, posters of the Beatles. For many, it was a happy era. But for me, It was depressing, because that's when I became paralyzed, in the 60s. Stuck in a hospital, I went through 7 surgeries and 2 years of rehabilitation. And so after I left the exhibit, I tried to remember what those, quote, bad old days in the 60s